Have you ever thought about how songs can shake up the world, how they can speak up when words fail, and even spark revolution? But what happens when the powerful tunes get muted, when the fearless beasts of change get tugged as too risky?
Hey there, I'm David, and welcome back to Radio Pop. Today we're going to uncover the tales of tunes that rocked the system so hard they had to be silenced. Welcome to our journey through the world's most famous censored songs.
Censorship has shadowed music for centuries, from religious institutions banning particular harmonies in the Middle Ages to the iron fist of state-controlled media in the modern autocracies. Sometimes it exploits content that stirs controversy or social commentaries that are deemed too dangerous.
Southern trees.
Strange Fruit, a haunting song performed by Billie in 1939. It is widely considered one of the first major protest songs.
Blood on the leaves.
The song powerfully portrayed the terrible act of lynching and bravely confronted the racial issues of its time, deeply influencing the civil rights movement.
However, its controversial nature led to widespread blacklisting and banning across radio stations. Despite, or perhaps because of these restrictions, the song's influence was enormous.
It forced listeners to confront the brutal reality of racism and inspired countless artists to use their platforms for social commentary. Yet, the personal cost for Billie Holiday was high. The banning of Strange Fruit hurt her career, got her in trouble with officials, and led to her decline.
Today, Strange Fruit is recognized not just as a musical masterpiece, but as a critical piece of social commentary that set the stage for the future generation of protest music. Now let's turn the clock back to the groovy 60s.
I read the news today, oh boy.
The Beatles, a name synonymous with rock and roll, often forced controversy. But it wasn't until the release of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band album that the band found themselves on the BBC's list of banned songs.
Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Law.
A Day in the Life and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds weren't played on the radio because people thought they suggested drug use.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Once, John Lennon told how he came up with the name of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. However, it did not stop all the theories about the song till this day.
This is the truth. My son came home with a drawing and showed me this strange-looking woman flying around. I said, "What is it?" He said, "It's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds." And I thought, that's beautiful. I immediately wrote a song about it.
Picture yourself on a train in a station.
This was not the only time their song will be banned, but that is a story for another episode. However, if you are a fan of the Beatles, check out one of our previous episodes about one of their famous songs, Yesterday.
In 1977, amid the Silver Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, the rebellious British punk rock band known as the Sex Pistols launched a sonic missile titled God Save the Queen into the heart of the music industry.
God save the Queen. The fascist.
This wasn't just a song, it was a challenge, a rebellion, an explosive statement against the system. The controversial lyrics and raw energy of the track resonated with the generations that felt increasingly disconnected from the establishment. Because the song was so bold, big radio stations and stores didn't want to play it or sell it. But this only made people more curious about it. The song became super popular and almost hit the #1 spot on the charts, but some say it was kept from the top spot on purpose because of its bold message.
She ain't no human being.
It was a defining moment for Sex Pistols. The band, previously a relatively underground act, was suddenly thrust into the international spotlight, cementing their place as the punk rock pioneers.
No future in England.
In short, the impact of the God Save the Queen on the music industry was seismic. The song proved that music could challenge the status quo and tap into social unrest. It showed that band didn't need to play by the rule to succeed. Now let's talk about the 80s. In the 80s, seismic shift was happening in the world of music, one that would go on to leave an indelible imprint on the landscape of hip-hop. Welcome NWA, a group of young, passionate artists from Compton, and their explosive track
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
This song was more than just music. It was a powerful statement speaking up about the problems faced by marginalized communities. It was a musical protest against police brutality and racial injustice.
They have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause I ain't the one.
The song became a huge hit and ended up with the FBI sending a cautionary letter to their record label, something unprecedented in the world of music.
But NWA didn't back down. Instead, they used the controversy as fuel, propelling themselves onto the global stage.
Searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics.
The once underground West Coast rappers were now the talk of the town, the pioneers of a subgenre known as gangster rap. Fuck the Police didn't just catapult NWA to a global stardom, it fundamentally changed the game of hip-hop. It paved the way for rappers to openly express their struggles, to use their lyrics as a means of social commentary, turning their music into a platform for change. This new generation of hip-hop artists inspired by NWA found their voice, and they weren't afraid to use it. Music was no longer just about catchy beats and rhythms, it became a mirror reflecting society's triumphs, struggles, and injustice.
In essence, Fuck the Police by NWA was more than a controversial hit. It was the genesis of a new era in hip-hop, an era defined by raw, unapologetic storytelling that continues to influence the genre to this day.
Fuck the police.
Each of these powerful tunes, though muffled by censorship, found a way to resonate with listeners, inspire change, and leave an indelible mark on music history. These are not the only censored songs, and there are tons more. And if you want more, hit the like button and let us know which one you want us to talk about next.
Music, in its melodic beauty, has a unique power to question, to rebel, and to catalyze change. But history shows us that standing up against rules often has consequences. These songs and their creators face a lot of criticism just because they try to change things as they were. Yet, their impact resonates long after the last note fades. If you enjoyed this episode, please like this video and share it with fellow music lovers, and let us know what other censored songs you think deserve recognition. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more musical journeys, and let the music inspire you the most. See you next time. Fuck the Police, coming straight from the underground.